obviously, let's just start with your first, last name, how you spell it, and your official title.
I'm Brian Ruddle, B-R-I-A-N, last name R-U-D-D-L-E, and I'm the Executive Director of the Travis GOP.
Excellent. Today we have, the watch party for Super Tuesday. It seems like, Cornyn's going to come away. The Republican primaries, really, no question. Just kind of what's the focus today? What's the mindset today for today's watch party?
Obviously, number one, we have some great local candidates who are running in some very competitive primaries. A lot of attention is going to be paid on those. But I think that this is a good springboard to look forward to November. We can really, finalize and crystallize ourselves behind President Trump even more so than we already have. And we're just really excited to get our candidates out there and really find who we're going to be putting out in November.
With the presidency and the Senate seat, it does seem like they're both going to win their primary. Obviously, is there some focus on what's going on the Democratic side? I know it's hard to focus too much on the other side, but I'm sure you guys are looking at which candidates are going to come out of there as far as maybe looking forward to the campaigning and for y'all's people.
Absolutely. I mean, the Democrat primary is fascinating to watch. It's watching a party eat themselves. Bernie Sanders obviously is surging. Biden surged late, and we had two candidates drop out very recently. So it's really hard to determine how that really is going to affect the vote today. Obviously, a lot of early voting happened before those candidates dropped. So, a lot of voters, on the Democrat side might have essentially kind of wasted their votes.
And we're also looking at the Senate Democratic candidates. You have, Hagar, Ramirez, and Royce West probably being the three leaders there. Just kind of what's your focus on that side? Is there a particular candidate that you're paying most attention to? I know here Hagar's gotten a lot of TV time with some of her ads. Is there a particular candidate on that side that you're looking at too?
Not particularly, actually. I know that the Senator Cornyn's team is really launching an aggressive field operation, something that the Democrats, they've been spending all of their money and resources fighting amongst each other. Senator Cornyn has really been able to focus on November and really build a field infrastructure that I think will carry him to Election Day, no matter who the Democrats nominate.
What's the feel going to be here tonight with a lot of different candidates and a big group here?
Primary night is bittersweet in many ways because a lot of the candidates who have put their heart and souls into the campaigns to try to make their community better, some of them might not win tonight. House District 47, for example, we have 5 excellent candidates running. 3 of them are going to go home disappointed at the very least. 2 of them will probably advance to a runoff. So it's bittersweet, but you have to commend the courage of those candidates for stepping up. But we know that they are all behind us winning back the House District 47 and competing across the county. So we're all one team. We're going to come together after tonight. We always do. We're just really excited to get on to November.
How confident do you feel? I know it's looking ahead, but how confident do you feel as far as with Cornyn's race? He has a huge fundraising advantage over all of the Democratic Senate candidates, and not only that, but they might have to spend even more money if it goes to a runoff, which it very well could be. How confident are you kind of looking at that from that angle?
So one thing I'd say is that candidates can all raise different amounts of money, and Senator Cornyn obviously has a fundraising advantage. The one thing that all campaigns have in common is time. The Democrats are really running out of time to be able to bring their message to the general election voters. Senator Cornyn, however, is going to be able to focus on those swing and moderate voters much sooner than these other candidates who are going to be focusing on their base. So Cornyn has an advantage in that respect. Senator Cornyn also hired John Jackson, who ran the campaign for Governor Abbott. We ran a great field operation with Governor Abbott this last cycle, and Senator Cornyn's team is going to really bring that forward again. And so we're really excited to have Senator Cornyn help us around the state.
And my last question, for both the presidential candidate and the Senate candidate, is there a particular candidate that you think would be the best matchup, I guess, for Trump, for Cornyn? Well, is there a certain candidate that you're hoping comes out of those fields, or is it just kind of focusing on y'all's campaign?
Well, we've seen Bernie Sanders really kind of take charge of the heart of the Democrat Party to an extent, and obviously he's somebody that is very polarizing. He has a very energetic and active base, but I think that his message of single-payer health care and taking away people's insurance would really drive people away from the Democrat Party. So obviously we'd love to see senators at the top of the ticket, but Joe Biden, for all of his time in elected office, he's never really accomplished much. So we'd be excited to run against Biden as well. The Democrats have pushed so far left that I think that as long as we can run into the middle and really talk about our white-hot economy, I think Republicans will be just fine.
That's all the questions I have. Is there anything we're not asking? Anything important to add?
No.
All right. Awesome.
Thank
you
so
so
much.
much.
Appreciate it, Brian.
Thank you.
Yeah.